And hello, everybody. It is baseball time in Wichita, 83rd edition of the NBC tournament. I'm Todd Hook along with Chris, Jack, and Vic. We're here to bring you live NBC baseball action. Today, last day of pool play in championship week. It'll be a matchup between the USA national team and the San Diego Waves. USA comes in at 0-2, and San Diego comes in 2-0. This will be the last performance for the USA national team, and the Waves are basically playing for seeding at this point. This is game 2 of 4 today. In game 1, San Antonio versus the Cheney Diamond Dogs, and the Diamond Dogs walk it off in the bottom of the ninth, 3-2. So game 1 of today in the books. Cheney Diamond Dogs 3-2 winner over San Antonio. USA national team is the visiting team. Here's how they'll go. Ben Norman will lead it off and play center field. Kyle Crowell will be at third base and bat second. Robert Newstrom will be over in right field, and in the cleanup spot will be Tyler Cropley. He will catch. Grant Judkins will be over at first base. Matt Hoig will be over in left field. Brett McCleary will hit seventh and be in the DH spot. Tanner Wietrich will be at shortstop, and rounding out the order for the USA Nationals will be Mitchell Bowe at second base. Your umpires today, Mark Huseman behind the plate, Conan Strobel over at first, and at third base in the rocking chair, Ben Harlow. And defensively for the Waves, Thompson in left, Stewart over in center, and Finicario will be over in right field. Messina will be at third base. Calacchio will be at shortstop. Johnson over at second base. Beard will be at first. Rico at behind the plate. And on the mound for the Waves will be Brady Stover. Here's Ben Norman. He'll lead it off. He is in center field today. 2 for 7 for the series. He'll step in from the left side. First pitch at approximately 3:29 Central Time. First pitch weather, 89 degrees. Wind, if you can believe it, north-northwest at 11. Here it is, the 3rd of August. We have a north wind. Who'd have thunk? And the first pitch, that's in there for a call strike. So Stover already ahead in the count. Norman steps in from the left side. Norman out of Des Moines, and that is a strike. He's in the hole 0-2. Playing a little keep away from the pitcher here today. Thompson in to shag it. No balls, 2 strikes, no bouts. Just underway, top of first. And that's wide, ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes. USA national team 0-2 in the tournament. And that is just missed inside. Rico going to hold it there for a second. Give home plate umpire Mark Huseman another look. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And here's a 2-2 from Stover. That is sprayed foul down the left side. USA national team lost to Wellington 7-3 on Sunday, and lost to Wellington 5-4 in 12 innings on Tuesday. And we're ready to go. Stover with the sign. Here's the wind. And that is sprayed down the left side. USA team hitting 197 for the week. And the 2-2 to Norman. That is swung on and missed. Down to first in time. One out. Here's Kyle Crowell. Actually, the USA national team lost to Wellington on Sunday and to Mulvane on Tuesday. So, kind of got those interchanged there. And with 2 down, here's Robert Newstrom. Newstrom 3 for 10 in the tournament. Playing right field. Out of Sioux City, 6'3", 209-pounder, left-hander. Two outs. We're in the top of the first. And that's a good off-speed pitch in there from Stover. And that's strike one. Last time the USA national team was here was in 1999. They were 7th. And the 0-1's bounced to the right side. High hopper for Beard. He will flip to the pitcher covering. And that'll do it. So the national team goes in order. We've played a half an inning. No score from Wichita. We'll be right back.
For nearly 60 years, Goodwill has helped people like Alexis develop skills through job and education opportunities. A diagnosis of cerebral palsy at a young age has never gotten Alexis down. With the help of a Goodwill employment training specialist, she started working for a local nonprofit agency, which provides support for families of children with developmental disabilities. Now, she's the face of their Wichita office, and she enjoys making a difference in other people's lives. Donate, shop, educate, employ. Learn more and give at goodwillks.org.
And welcome back. We go to the bottom of the first. No score. USA national team goes in order. Here's how the home team, the San Diego Waves, will go. They are 2-0. Brandon Stewart will lead it off and play center field. Luke Navigato will be the designated hitter. In the 3 spot will be Jake Thompson. He will play second base. Trevor Beard will be in the cleanup spot. He will play first base. Michael Cario will be in right field. Dimitri Calaccio will be at shortstop. Ross Messina will be over at third. Jake Rico will do the catching. And rounding out the order for the Waves will be Eli Wisdom. He will be over in left field. On the mound for the Waves will be Brady Stover. Shane Ritter. Defensively, here's how Team USA will go. Hoig will be over in left. Norman in center. Newstrom in right. Crowell at third base. Wietrich will be at shortstop. Bowe at second base. Judkins over at first. And Cropley will be behind the plate. Shane Ritter will be on the mound. A right-hander. Here's Brandon Stewart. That's in there for a call strike. Stewart 3 for 9 in the tournament. Out of Temecula, California. And the 0-1, that's inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Waves a 7-5 win over Mulvane on Sunday. And the 1-1, that's in there for a strike at the knees. Ball and 2 strikes. And they got a 8-7 win over Wellington on Tuesday. And you're up to date with the Waves. And the 1-2, that is driven to center field. Norman coming in a few steps and then over to his left and will make the play. A little bit of effect after that wind out of the northwest. Norman had to correct a little bit to his left. And that'll be out number 1. And here's Luke Navigato. Navigato hitting in the designated hitter spot. He is a right-hander. And he takes a pitch inside, ball 1. Navigato is 2 for 7. And the 1-0 is wide. 2 balls and no strikes. Navigato out of Riverside. That is bounced foul. 775-pounder. Jake Thompson waits on deck. One out, nobody on. We're in the bottom of the first, no score. And the pitch. That is in there. Good off-speed pitch at the knees. Count even now. 2 balls and 2 strikes. They play him shaded just a little bit towards left field. That is bounced to the left side. High hopper for Crowell. He's up with it. Over to first. And that one pulls Judkins off a little bit. He's able to corral it and put the tag on as Navigato goes by. And that'll be out number 2. Good play over there by Judkins. People always talk about the shortstop and second baseman having good feet. Just equally as important over there at first base. 2 outs now. Here's Jake Thompson. And a pitch, fastball wide, ball 1. I think one of the best ones that I've ever seen was a combination of Will Clark maybe and Mark Grace. Both of those guys had really good feet over there at first base. And that's inside. 2 balls and no strikes to Thompson. Thompson hitless this week in the tournament. Throws right, hits left, so we have a right-on-left matchup. That is swung on and missed. Good fastball there from Ritter. Ritter, 6'2", 200-pounder out of Plainville, Illinois. And that is in there. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Count even. 2 outs, nobody on. We're in the bottom of the first. No score. And that's wide. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And here's a 3-2. That just missed outside. Pretty good pitch from Shane Ritter, but he'll lose him. 2 out walk to Jake Thompson. Here's the cleanup guy, Trevor Beard. Beard 4 for 7 in the tournament. He's playing over there at first base today. And the first base, too, is inside. Beard out of San Clemente, California, 6'1", 180-pounder. Hits from the right side. Having a pretty good week, 4 for 7. And the 1-0. That is high, just missed high. 2 balls and no strikes. Thompson down at first, courtesy of a 2-out walk. Both clubs still looking for their first base hit of the game. They play Beard straight away and deep, even with the wind blowing in. And the pitch is wide. 3 balls and no strikes. Ritter at risk of walking back-to-back hitters here in the bottom of the first. And that's outside. That'll be a 4-pitch walk to Beard. Thompson down to second, Beard down to first. 2 outs, a couple of runners on. And here's Michael Finicario. Finicario over to right field. Finicario this is his first experience in the tournament. Steps in from the left side. He's out of Omaha, Nebraska, and he takes a strike. Five 995-pounder. And the pitch. That is swung on and missed. Kind of an awkward swing there for Finicario. And he's down in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. Can put the Wave on top here with a base hit. Calaccio waits on deck if he was to get on. And just missed outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Pretty good pitch from Shane Ritter. Waves are managed by Mike Studer, and the national team managed by Rick Heller. Ball and 2 strikes. Just missed inside. Was able to check his swing. Count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner at first and second. Ritter retired the first 2 hitters, then walked the next 2. And a 2-2. That's in the dirt, dug out nicely by Cropley. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners will be off with the pitch here in the bottom of the first. Ritter trying to get out of it without any damage. Big hole in right center there for Finicario. They shade him towards left. That is wide, and that'll be the 3rd walk issued to the Waves. And here's Dimitri Calaccio. Calaccio at shortstop. Looks like we're going to have a visit from the USA National pitching coach. 2 more games to follow. Plenty of time to get out here if you're in the area. If you're not, go ahead and settle in and turn on the air conditioner and get a cold drink and tune us in. We'll have them all for you. Hayes will take on Seattle at 7. And Mulvane will take on the Wellington Heat at 9:30. Tomorrow games will be determined. The only game that is set right now is Derby will play the Kansas Stars at 7 o'clock. Stars 2-0 in the tournament. They took care of Liberal last night in run rule fashion. Bases are loaded now, 2 outs. Here's Dimitri Calaccio, 2 for 7 in the tournament. Steps in from the right side. First pitch, that is bounced to the left side. Shortstop Wietrich up with it, over to first in time. And the Waves are going to leave them loaded. We've played 1 in Wichita, no score. We'll be right back.
Kansas Gas Service delivers natural gas to many of the companies you know, ensuring they have the energy they need to grow and build strong communities, providing cost-effective, safe, and reliable natural gas for a better tomorrow today. Kansas Gas Service.
And we go to the top of the second. Welcome back. Between the USA national team and the San Diego Waves, no score. It'll be 4, 5, and 6 for the USA national team. It'll be Cropley, Judkins, and Hoig. They're going to give the ball back to Brady Stover. He was able to take care of the national team in order in the first. Stover, 6'2", 185-pounder out of Huxley, Iowa. He's a left-handed pitcher. Looks like we're going to have a timing horn. Ball one. So it looks like that they're saying Brady Stover was a little tardy on the mound, getting things ready. First pitch to Cropley. That's wide. 2 balls and no strikes. Cropley out of McCook Lake, South Dakota, 6'2", 190-pounder. And that is high. 3 balls and no strikes. Stover started out in the hole with a timing penalty. They have 90 seconds between innings. Umpire discretion. 3-0. That is right down the middle, strike one. Most of these players off the USA national team play for the University of Iowa. Here's the 3-1. That is two-hopper to Calacchio over to short, and he's across for out number 1. Calacchio had a tough hop over there, had to get it kind of in between hop. And Cropley is retired. Here is Grant Judkins. Judkins 1 for 10. He's playing first base today. Out of Pella, Iowa. And he takes a ball high. One ball and no strikes. Off-speed pitch from Stover. That is a good pitch at the letters for a called strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 out. We're in the top of the second. No score. Good fastball on the outside corner. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And that is to the left side. That's just going to get through there. Calacchio laid out for it, unable to get any leather on it, and that'll be a base hit for Judkins. First hit of the ball game and for the USA national team. So Judkins on with a 1-out hit. Here's Matt Hoig. Hoig, the left fielder today. Out of Waukee, Iowa, 5'10", 196-pounder. 2 for 10 in the series, couple of doubles. Good lead over there by Judkins. And that pitch just missed outside. Ball and a strike, 1-out runner at first and base. 1-out base hit by Grant Judkins. Cropley let it off and bounced out to the shortstop. And the 1-0. That's in there for a call strike. That'll even it up. 1 ball and 1 strike. Huge lead over there. 1 ball and a strike. And the pitch. That's in the dirt. Dug out nicely by Rico. Fantastic catching in this tournament all week long. Every catcher has been a wall back there. Pitchers are not hesitating to throw that purpose pitch in the dirt. 2 balls and a strike. That is sprayed foul. Count even out. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Very few folks in the ballpark. Good time to chase foul balls if you're into that sort of thing. Finicario is playing way over near the line in right field. They shade him over towards right. That is swung on and missed. And that'll do it for Hoig. 2 outs. Here's Brett McCleary. McCleary hitless this week. He's the designated hitter. out of Iowa City, 5'11", 166-pounder. And that's in the dirt. And Rico dug it out. Ball and no strikes. We're in the top of the second. No score. Off-speed pitch floats high. And Stover behind in the count. 2 balls and no strikes. Stover retired the USA national team in order in the first. That swung on and missed. 2-1 now to McCleary. Last time the USA national team was here was 1999. And a 2-1. That's inside. 3 balls and a strike. McCleary in a green light mode here to look for a spot. Something maybe to drive. Judkins does run well. Could possibly score from first. Something in the gap. Here's a 3-1. That just misses low. And he'll lose him. So a 2-out walk issued to Brett McCleary. This will bring up Tanner Wietrich. Wietrich 0 for 6 this week. Wietrich, the shortstop today, out of Moberly, Missouri. 6'1", 200-pounder. And that misses low. 2 outs, runners at first and second. Looks like the skipper for the Waves is going to make a visit. There is some activity in the Waves bullpen. Looks like Addison Domingo getting loose. Pretty quick chat there by the pitching coach from the Waves. Ball and no strikes, 2 outs. Base hit and a walk. And the pitch to Wietrich, swung on and missed. That'll even it up 1 ball and 1 strike. And here's the 1-1. Off-speed pitch, that's in there for a called strike. Just caught the inside corner. Ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner at first and second. Judkins with a 1-out base hit. Hoig struck out, and then McCleary walked, and you're up to date. That is in there for a call strike, and that'll do it. So the USA national team are going to strand a couple of runners. We've played 1.5. No score from Wichita. We'll be right back.
For 6 generations, this land has provided for this Kansas farmer's family. Now, it also provides affordable, clean energy for Kansas. Watch the full story at weststarenergy.com/cleanenergy.
And welcome back. We go to the bottom of the second. No score from Wichita between the San Diego Waves and the USA national team. Waves left them loaded in the bottom of the first. It'll be 7, 8, and 9. It'll be Messina, Rico, and Wisdom. Shane Ritter will get the baseball for inning number 2 of work. Walked 3 in the first, hoping to improve on that. And here's Ross Messina, third baseman. And that's in there for a call strike. Messina out of Kansas City, 6'1", 175-pounder. And the pitch. That is wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ritter, a pretty fast worker. That's swung on and missed. Good location from Ritter. Ball and 2 strikes. Wind seems to be freshening out of the north. And the 1-2, that is fisted foul. That was in on his hands. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. We're in the bottom of the first. No score. 1 hit so far. That was for Team USA. And that is bounced to the right side, foul. Messina hitless in the tournament. Steps in from the right side to pitch from Ritter. And that's wide. And leaving it up 2 balls and 2 strikes. They play him straight away. And the 2-2 swung on, had him out front. And Messina will go down on strikes. Let's bring up the catcher, Jake Rico, 1 out. 1 for 5 in the tournament. Rico out of San Diego, 6'2", 220. Steps in from the right side. 1 for 5. And that pitch is fisted foul. Waves hitting .333 as a team in the tournament. This is their 15th appearance in Wichita. They're 24-30 overall. Best finish has been 3rd. And they were 17th last year. Just missed inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. And here's the 1-1. That is wide. 2 balls and a strike. 1 out. Ritter got Messina a strikeout to lead it off. And that's where you're at today. And a 2-1. That's in the dirt. 3 balls and a strike. Waves 2-0 in the tournament. USA National is 0-2. Here's the 3-1. Just missed. Whoop. Nope, didn't miss. Looked like that one missed. Tim Huseman, home plate umpire, said, "Come on back." Rico tosses his back. He was 3 or 4 steps down the line before the pitch was called. I think I'll wait a little longer, too. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And that is bounced foul. And here's the payoff, 3-2. Just miss inside, and Rico will draw the 1-out walk. One out runner at first base. Here's the 9-hole man, Eli Wisdom. Wisdom hitless in the tournament. Wisdom in left field today. Out of La Grande, Oregon, 5'10", 175-pounder, hits from the left side, right on left matchup. Runner at first base. Here's the first pitch to him. That is low, ball one. Ritter walked 3 in the first and 1 here in the second. He struck out a couple. And that is fouled back. Ball and a strike. Rico over at first. That is fouled and swung and fouled back. Ball and 2 strikes, 1 out. Pace has slowed significantly. And a pitch. And he checked, he swung and held up. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Game 2 of 4 today. Here's the 2-2. That is in there for a call strike on the outside corner, and that'll be out number 2. Wisdom will go down looking. 2 outs, top of the order. Here's Brandon Stewart. Stewart 0 for 1 today, popped out to center. He is 3 for 10 in the series. First pitch to the right-hander. It's bounced down the left side. Crowell up with it over to first to get the speedy Stewart by a step, and that'll do it. So the Waves leave 1. We have played 2. No score from Wichita. We'll be right back.
Hey, sir,
Love you, Coach. Thank you.
You're nervous, you're excited, you're happy, but you're also sad because you realize that now you have an opportunity for a transplant because someone had died, and so there's very much of a mixed emotion. It is a hard thought. You know, I have someone else's corneas, but it also has allowed me to do and see things that I'm very fortunate to have been able to experience.
And welcome back. We go to the top of the third from Wichita USA national team versus the San Diego Waves. No score so far. 9-1 and 2 scheduled for the national team. Brady Stover will get the baseball for inning number 3. 3 strikeouts so far. Here is Mitchell Bowe, 1 for 6 in the tournament. Bowe at second base today, and he takes a ball inside. Bowe out of Naperville, Illinois, 6'3", 207, and that's wide. 2 balls and no strikes. And here's the 2-0. Inside, almost hit him. And Stover at risk of walking the 9 spot here in the top of the 3rd. 3 strikeouts on the afternoon for Stover. That is right down the middle for a called strike. 3 balls and a strike. We'll see if Stover can get healthy in this count right here. Bo have the opportunity to look for something. That is bounced up the middle. Second baseman Thompson to his right. Thought about flipping it to Calaccio, and that'll be a base hit. So Mitchell Bo is aboard here in the top of the 3rd. And this will bring up the leadoff guy, Ben Norman, 0 for 1 today, struck out in the 1st. 2 for 8 in the tournament. Good lead over there by Mitchell Bo. Left-hander Stover with the check. Runner goes. Good jump. Throw down. Not in time. Throw was high. Bo had a fantastic jump. Had 2 steps before Stover ever delivered the baseball. Nobody out. Runner at second base. In scoring position for Ben Norman. Team USA with an opportunity to strike first here in the top of 3rd. And that's kind of a half swing. And that's strike 1. No balls and 2 strikes to Ben Norman. Norman out of Des Moines. 6'2", 190-pounder. And the pitch. Off-speed pitch misses wide. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And here's a 1-2. Just missed outside. Home plate umpire Huseman took a long look. That'll leaving it up 2 balls and 2 strikes. They play Norman straight away. Wind is blowing in from left field. Off-speed pitch, that is off the end of the bat, and that'll get down to center field. They're going to send the runner. Here's the throw, and it will be wide up the first baseline. Pitcher Stover backing it up, and that will be the first run of the ball game for Team USA. So Norman with an RBI here in the 3rd. He is over at first base. Nobody out. And the national team leads it 1-0. 3 hits for the national team, none for the Waves. Here is Kyle Crowell, 0 for 1 today. 3 for 10 in the series. And that's in there for a call strike. Crowell manning third base today out of Council Bluffs. And the pitch. That is wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Temperature at game time, 89 degrees. Wind north-northwest at 11. Very comfortable out here today. If you're in the area, come on out. Soak up some sun. Have a cold drink. And that's high. 2 balls and a strike. Welcome all the folks from San Diego listening in. And the folks from Iowa. That is fisted foul. 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Autocraft Collision Repair, where the mark of a good body shop is no mark at all.
And a 2-2 from Stover. Long look over there at first base. That's one of the things pitcher can do is he can hold on to the baseball. The longer he holds on to it, the less reactive that base runner is going to be. And a 2-2. That is wide. 3 balls and 2 strikes. He can go to a slide step. And he can vary his time to the plate. Still a pretty good lead over there by Norman. And the runner goes. That is bounced foul. Three balls and 2 strikes. Three, 2, 1 out. Runner over at first. Excuse me, no outs. Mitchell Bowe led it off with a base hit. He later scored on Ben Norman's single after stealing a base. And the pitch. That is wide. And that'll be a walk to Crowell. The runner's now at first and second. Nobody out. Waves experiencing a little bit of adversity here in the top of the third. Looks like we're going to have a visit from the pitching coach. There's nobody getting loose in the bullpen. Thinking this is just a consultation. Team USA will huddle up around their manager. Get some base running ideas. Umpire Mark Huseman out to break it up. Little Rick Springfield playing here at the ballpark. And the conference is over. And here's Robert Newstrom. 0 for 1 today, 3 for 11 in the tournament. Newstrom out of Sioux City. Runners at first and second, nobody out. And the pitch. That is popped up. That'll be the infield fly rule. Batter will be out. Second baseman Thompson makes the call and the play, and there's out number 1. And here's the cleanup guy, Tyler Cropley. Bounced out to the left side in inning number 2. He's doing the catching today. 2 for 8 in the tournament. 2 for 7 coming in. 1 out, runner at first and second. And the pitch. That is wide. 1 ball and no strikes. And the 1-0. That is swung on and missed. Good hack there from Tyler Cropley. Playing him deep in right field over near the line. Quite a bit of room in right center. Shading him a little bit towards left field and center field. And runners are going. Throw down to third base, not in time. Stover just too slow to the plate. National team read it well. And that will be a double steal. Runners at second and third now. Second and third, 1 out. Cropley with an opportunity to get a couple right here. Looks like they're going to be in at the corners. That pitch is wide, 3 balls and a strike. First base is open. Maybe is trying to be very careful too. Cropley is in the cleanup spot, 2 for 7 for the tournament. They walk him, they got a place for him. Here's the 3-1. That's high, and he'll lose him. Bases are loaded now, 1 out. And it'll be up to Grant Judkins to keep things going here with 1 out. Judkins 1 for 1 today, 2 for 11 in the tournament. Judkins playing over at first base today. It looks like we're going to have a timing whistle. And we're going to reset it, no penalty. Judkins out of Pella, Iowa. Hits from the left side, open stance, and the pitch to him. That is in there for a call strike. Good location from Brady Stover on the outside corner. No balls and a strike. 3 hits for Team USA. They have them loaded with 1 out. Bo Mitchell started it off with a base hit. Off-speed pitch misses wide. Followed by a base hit from Norman. Walk, a fly out, and then a walk to Cropley, and you're up to date. 1 ball and 1 strike. Some activity now in the Waves bullpen. That is fouled back. Ball and 2 strikes. Stover in need of a ground ball or a strikeout right here. Team USA leads it 1-0. They get 1 here in the top of the 3rd. And the 1-2. That is wide. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Can't give you any velocities. There was a foul ball back through during the Stars game last night that broke the radar gun. Here's the 2-2. That is fisted. Shortstop Calaccio going back and makes the play. So that one was off the hands, and that's 2 outs. That's exactly what Stover needed. And 2 outs. Here's Matt Hoig. Struck out in the 2nd. Stover trying to get out of it with only 1 run across. First pitch to Hoig. Just missed low. Hoig out of Waukee, Iowa. 5'10", 196-pounder. Steps from the right side. Shading him to left field. And that is driven to center. Stewart about 5 steps back, and he'll make that play over his shoulder. And the USA national team's going to leave them loaded, but they get 1. They lead it 1-0 after 2.5. We'll be right back. And welcome back. We go to the bottom of the 3rd from Wichita. Team USA gets 1 in the top. They lead it over the San Diego Waves 1-0. 2, 3, and 4 expected for the Waves. It'll be Navagato, Thompson, and Beard. Navagato 0 for 1 bounced out in the first. First pitch from Ritter. That is bounced to the left side. Shortstop Wietrich up with it over to first in time. So 1 pitch and 1 out. Exactly what the doctor ordered for Team USA. And here's Jake Thompson. 0 for 3 in the tournament. Walked in the first. Steps in from the left side. And the first pitch to him is in there for a call strike at the knees. Thompson out of Albert Lee, Minnesota. 5'11", 175-pounder. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 out. We're in the bottom of the third. Team USA 1, Waves nothing. That is bounced to the right side. Bo is up with it. Big hop over to first in time. Bo had to back up on that one. He fell to that one on the outfield grass, and that'll be out number 2. Sometimes on the artificial surface, you do have to retreat a little bit on a baseball at times. Best thing to do is come and get it and field it on your terms. Here's Trevor Beard. 2 outs. He walked in the first, and he takes a strike. Beard 4 for 7 in the series. Out of San Clemente, California. No balls and a strike. That is bounced to the left side. Crowell coming in on the big hop over to first in time. So the Waves go in order. We've played 3. Team USA 1, San Diego nothing. We'll be right back.
You're nervous, you're excited, you're happy, but you're also sad because you realize that now you have an opportunity for a transplant because someone had died, and so there's very much of a mixed emotion. It is a hard thought. You know, I have someone else's corneas, but it also has allowed me to do and see things that I'm very fortunate to have been able to experience.
And welcome back. We go to the top of the fourth, 1-0 Team USA. Looks like the Waves are going to go with a new arm. Looks like they're going to go with number 21, Jeremiah Wiley, 6'3", 170-pounder out of San Diego. He will come in and face 7, 8, and 9 of the USA national lineup. It'll be McCleary, Wietrich, and Bowe. Clearly hitless in the tournament. Walked in the second and takes a strike. McCleary walked in the second and was stranded. And that is in there for a good fastball on the outside corner from Wiley. No balls and 2 strikes. That is wide, ball 1. McCleary out of Iowa City, 5'11", 166-pounder. 1 ball and 2 strikes to him. That gets by the catcher, Rico. That leaving it up 2 balls and 2 strikes. Team USA gets a run in the top of the third. They lead it 1-0. 3 hits for Team USA, none for the Waves. That is bounced foul. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to the designated hitter, McCleary. And the 2-2 from Wiley. Off-speed pitch. That is a line drive just out of reach of Calaccio at short, and that'll be a base hit for McCleary. USA national team has the leadoff runner on. Here's Wheatrick.
Shortstop number 16, Tanner Wheatrich.
Wheatrick 0 for 1 today, struck out in the second. He's 0 for 7 for the tournament. Steps in from the right side. And the pitch to him. Shows bunt. That is bunted to the left side. Wiley off the mound. Fields it over to first in time. Good bunt by Wheatrick. Credit him with a sacrifice. And that's out number 1.
Second baseman number 4.
McCleary down to second. Here is Mitchell Bowe. Singled and scored in the third. 2 for 7 in the tournament. 1 for 1 today. Bowe hits from the left side out of Naperville, Illinois. And he takes a pitch inside, ball 1. It missed by much. And the 1-0. That's a good change of pace there. And Bowe will swing through it for strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Wiley will give you a overhand and a 3/4 arm slot. Very tall. Lots of moving parts. And that's a good pitch on the outside corner. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Wiley showed a good example there of a good slide step. Very quick to the plate. That was something that Brady Stover struggled with a little bit. They ran on him. That is bounced to the right side. Beard unable to backhand it. And we'll see how they score it, but I'm thinking that's going to be a base hit. Bowe aboard with the second hit of the ball game, of his second hit of the ball game. McCleary down to third, 1 out. Runners at the corners. They score Mitchell Bowe's a base hit. Would have been a pretty good play by Beard. That was a pretty wicked in-between hop over there. Looks like they're going to hold Beard over at first base. And the pitch. And it swung on and missed. Top of the order here's Ben Norman. 1 for 2 today, an RBI and a stolen base in the third. 3 for 9 in the series. No balls and a strike. 1 out. That's in there for a call strike. Leadoff man Brett McCleary over at third base. He led it off with a base hit. 2 hits in the top of the fourth for the USA national team. No activity in either bullpen. No balls and 2 strikes. And that just misses outside. Wiley trying to tickle the black on that one. Good plate discipline there by Ben Norman. They play Norman straight away and deep and left. Throw to first. Mitchell Bowe back in there head first. Ball and 2 strikes, 1 out. San Diego in a little bit of trouble here in the top of the fourth. And that misses wide. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Team USA got 1 1/3. They're threatening here in the 4th. They lead it 1-0. Waves still looking for their first hit of the ball game. And the 2-2. Off-speed pitch just misses inside. And Wiley's going to run it to full. And here's the 3-2. See if they start the runner. And this runner is started and bounced foul. I start the runner there, stay out of the double play. And we'll bring everybody back. Count remains 3 balls and 2 strikes, 1 out. Top of 4, USA National on top, 1-0. Throw over to first. That would have been close. Beard unable to hang on to it. It's like he was trying to put the tag on before he had the ball. And here's the 3-2. Runner goes. That is inside. And he'll walk him.
Take a walk into one of the 3 Wichita Federal Credit Union locations. That's how much money they can save you each
So the USA National team has them loaded here in the top of the 4th. Here's Kyle Crowell. 0 for 1 with a walk in the 3rd. Stole a base and was stranded. Popped out to the right fielder in the 1st. Crowell 3 for 10, and he takes a strike. Double play depth in the middle, up even in the corners, deep in the outfield and straight away. And the 0-1. That is bounced to the left side. Third baseman up with it, over to first. Throw is a little bit wide. They put the tag on him. And that's out number 2. 1 run will score. So McCleary going on contact, he will score. Everybody else moves up 90 feet. And with 2 outs, here's Robert Newstrom. 0 for 2 today, 3 for 12 in the tournament. Popped up to the second baseman in the 3rd. And grounded to the first baseman in the 1st. He takes a pitch wide, ball 1. 2nd and 3rd, 2 outs. Team USA now leads it 2-0. Ball and no strikes. That's off the end of the bat, foul, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. That is driven to center. Stewart back and to his left near the warning track and has a beat on it and hauls it in. Wind had to have held that one up just a little bit. So the Team USA, they get 1. They leave a couple. We're through 3.5. 2-0 Team USA over San Diego. We'll be right back.
You'll want to sit down for this, because you can get a large 2-topping Pizza Hut pizza for $7.99 delivered, which you can reorder using the Hut seat. Okay, that thing's ridiculous. Simply reorder on your phone with just a few clicks. It's the easiest way to order. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
And welcome back. We go to the bottom of the fourth. San Diego with a little bit of work to do. They trail Team USA 2-0. Looks like that they're going to give the baseball back to Shane Ritter for inning number 4, and why not? 5, 6, and 7 for the Waves. And it'll be Finicario, Calaccio, and Messina. First pitch to Finicario is inside, ball 1. Finicario walked in the first. He is hitless in the series, playing right field today. And the pitch, that's in the dirt. Finicario out of Omaha, 5'9", 195-pounder, left-handed hitter. And that is bounced to the right side. Bo on the big hop. He's up with it over to first. Just gets Finicario. Runs very well. And that'll be out number 1. Waves still looking for their first base hit. We're through 3 1/3. Nothing yet. One out. Here's Dimitri Calaccio. 0 for 1 today. 2 for 8 in the series. Calaccio at shortstop. Right-handed hitter. And the pitch. That is foul back. That gets a piece of the catcher, Cropley. Umpire is going to go out and take a little walk. Let Cropley dust off the cobwebs a little bit. Doesn't appear to be too worse for the wear. Catchers at this level are tough customers on a good day. They take a beating back there. Looks like Cropley's going to be all right. Ball and a strike, 1 out. Finicario led it off, bouncing out to the right side. Pitch is wide, 1 ball and 1 strike. Ritter with a couple of strikeouts on the game. That is bounced to the left side. Crowell on the big hop over to first, and that'll do it for Calaccio. And that's 2 outs. Here's Ross Messina. Messina 0 for 1. He is hitless in the tournament. Struck out in the second. Messina out of Kansas City, 6'1", 165-pounder. First pitch from Ritter is in there for a call strike on the inside corner. Good change up there. And here's the 0-1. That's a good fastball on the outside corner. Messina in the hole, no balls and 2 strikes. First pitch was on the black on the inside half. Second pitch was on the black on the outside half. Pretty good command from Shane Ritter. That is in there for a call strike. Same place on the outside corner. And the Waves will go in order. We've played 4 from Wichita. Team USA 2. San Diego nothing. We'll be right back.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Meteorologist Leon Smitherman here in the KSN Storm Tracker 3 Weather Center. Hope you're having a great afternoon out at Lawrence Dumont seeing the NBC World Series. You know, today's one of those days. We've got a cold front coming through the state. It's going to help on our temperatures, of course, but it's also going to give us a chance for some scattered showers or thunderstorms. Now, the question is, does one of those pop up right on top of Lawrence Dumont? Impossible to say. It's scattered. They're going to be like, it's like rolling marbles across the kitchen floor. And, you know, there's not going to be a marble every place, but if you step on one, you'll definitely know it. So here's what the temperatures do. Again, we're going to have to keep those scattered storms in the forecast through the evening hours. They're going to start to really diminish as we head into the time you're going to start heading home. I think by sunset, you'll still be looking at a couple of those stray showers and thunderstorms. Could put down some decent rain, though. Temperatures very mild, though. 84 by sunset, 71 as you start to head things home. And it looks like, again, by the time you're driving home, most of that rain should dissipate. Tomorrow and the weekend looking pretty good. Make sure you tune in tomorrow morning for Kansas Today for a first look at your forecast. Have a great day at the game, folks. Hope you stay dry.
Brought to you by
And welcome back. We go to the top of the fifth, 4, 5, and 6 for the USA national team. Jeremiah Wiley out for inning number 2. First pitch to Tyler Cropley is wide, ball 1. It will be Cropley, Judkins, and Hoig. Cropley 0 for 1, bounced out in the second, walked in the third, and he takes a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Cropley out of McCook Lake, South Dakota, and he takes high. 2 balls and a strike. Cropley behind the dish today. He is 2 for 8 on the tournament. Off-speed pitch, that's in there for a call strike. Good change of pace there from Jeremiah Wiley. Shade Cropley to right field. That is swung on and missed, and that'll do it for Tyler Cropley. 1 out.
No strikeouts. Let the HVAC companies call 943 heat or 943 cool. Let the experts at Boston get you cool off this summer.
First strikeout of the game for Jeremiah Wiley, and here is Grant Judkins. Judkins hits from the left side. 1 for 2 today. 2 for 12 in the tournament. Popped up to the shortstop last time, singled in the second. Swings through the first pitch, strike 1. No balls and a strike. And that is slow roller up the middle. Calaccio up with it. Over to first in time. Good play by Dimitri Calaccio at shortstop. Fielded that one right behind the bag. And that'll be out number 2. And with 2 outs in the inning, here's Matt Hoig. 0 for 2 today. Struck out in the second, popped up in the third. 2 for 12 in the tournament. He does have a couple of doubles. And that's swung through and missed, strike 1. 2 more ball games to follow. We'll have them both for you. And that is bounced foul. Hayes will take on Seattle at 7 o'clock. Mulvane will take on Wellington at 9:30. A lot of room in right center. Finicario over near the line. That is a 2-hopper to Calaccio at short. He's up with it over to first, and that'll do it. So the USA national team goes in order in the top of the 5th. We go to the bottom. They lead it 2-0 over San Diego. We'll be right back.
It's a sunny morning of bliss till your phone falls in the abyss. When your morning is hell, just go to Taco Bell.
And let us make you an entire breakfast all wrapped up. The Breakfast Crunch Wrap, only at Taco Bell.
This bud's for the dream and the people bold enough to pursue it. For those who come from nothing and rise to something. It's for those who take everything this country has to offer and make it their own.
And welcome back. We go to the home half of the 5th. San Diego trails Team USA 2-0. 8, 9, and 1 scheduled for the Waves. It'll be Rico, Wisdom, and Stewart. Ritter out for inning number 5. Yet to surrender a hit. Rico 1 for 5 in the tournament. Walked in the second. Rico behind the dish today. It's from the right side. First pitch to him is wide, ball 1. Rico out of San Diego, 6'2", 220. And here's the 0-1. That's wide. Waves left them loaded in the first. Since then, it's been pretty slim picking. And the 2-0 is wide. 3 balls and no strikes. Ritter walked 3 in the first. 1 in the second. And that's inside, so that's a 4-pitch leadoff base on balls issued to Jake Rico. And this will bring up the 9 spot, Eli Wisdom. He's 0 for 1 today, hitless in the tournament. Waves are way below their tournament batting average of .333. And the first pitch to him is high and away, ball 1. That's 5 straight balls issued by Shane Ritter. Looks like they're going to get somebody up in the Team USA bullpen. Cropley out to talk to his pitcher. Waste a little time, get these guys a little bit of time to get loose. Doesn't appear to be a whole lot of urgency down there. Team USA leads it 2-0 on 5 hits. Waves still looking for their first hit. And that is inside. 2 balls and no strikes. And the pitch, that is wide. 3 balls and no strikes. Ritter struggling with a little bit of command. He seems to come and go. Struggled in the first, righted the ship in the second and the third and the fourth. And that's wide. That's inside for a base on balls.
Take a walk into one of the 3 Wichita Meadow Pregame locations and ask how much money they can save you.
So Shane Ritter has walked the 8-hole and the 9-hole. Top of the order now, here's Brandon Stewart. Stewart 0 for 2. Bounced out to the left side and flew out to the center fielder in the first. Looks like we're going to have a visit to the mound from the Team USA pitching coach. Here's activity in the bullpen. Looks like Cole Campen getting loose. Looks like they're out to buy a little bit of time. Home plate umpire making his way out. Wind appears to be freshening out of the northwest. Weather guy said we're having a passage of a cold front, and that's cooled us down about 10 degrees today. And looks like the umpire's going to break it up. Everybody's going to trot back to their position. Nobody out. Runners at first and second. Compliments of a couple of free passes issued by Shane Ritter. And here's the leadoff guy, Brandon Stewart. 3 for 11 on the tournament. First pitch to him. That's in the dirt, and that's going to squirt away from Cropley. Everybody's going to move up on the wild pitch. Team USA kind of imploding here a little bit. See if they can right the ship. Catcher out to talk to his pitcher a little bit. That ball hit in front of the plate. Very difficult for Cropley to block that one. Probably ought to remind him of just how far it is from home plate to pitcher's mound. And the 1-0. That's high. 2 balls, no strikes. Runners at second and third. Back-to-back walks and a wild pitch. And this is where we're at. That is low. 3 balls and no strikes. Kind of a good news, bad news situation. Good news is he does have a place to put him. Bad news is they're going to be loaded. Maybe his last hitter anyway. We'll see. And a 3-0. That's in there for a call strike right down the middle. And here's the 3-1. That's in there for a call strike on the inside corner. 3 balls and 2 strikes. After getting down 3-0, Ritter has gotten healthy here. Worked the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. We'll see if he can finish. And the pitch. That is a one hopper to the shortstop. Unable to come up with it. 1 run will score. And Stewart will be on with an error. So Rico will score. Wisdom down to third. First and third again. Waves get one back. They trail 2-1. That was a room service hop to Wietrich at shortstop. Looks like he kind of peeked to see if he might be able to have a play at home plate. Didn't look it all the way in. Bobbled it. By the time he recovered, it was way too late to throw out Stewart. Here's Luke Navigato. And he bunts that one foul. Navigato 0 for 2. Bounced out twice to the left side. He is 2 for 9 in the tournament. Navigato out of Riverside. Steps in from the right side. Open stance. Runners at first and third. Nobody out. And the pitch. That is batted foul. No balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Big lead over there at first. He throws over. And Stewart back in there head first. Stewart very busy over at first. Ritter has been varying his delivery time to the plate. Runner goes. Swung on and missed. Throw is low, and Stewart will steal it.
Everyone gets a free crunchy taco from Taco Bell. Take your NBC game ticket to any participating metro area Taco Bell to claim your free taco.
So with the stolen base, Waves have runners at second and third. 1 out. Here's Jake Thompson. First pitch swinging, batted foul. Thompson 0 for 1, walked in the first. 0 for 4 in the tournament, bounced out to the right side in the third. Thompson out of Albert Lee, Minnesota. Chance to take the lead right here with a base hit, and that's wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Sometimes I wonder if pitchers aren't trying to be a little bit too fine. Situation like this today, I understand that these guys are great hitters. Wind is blowing in. They're not going to hit the ball out of the ballpark more than likely. And the 1-1. That is wide. 2 balls and a strike. Stay tuned at 7. Denning Gehrig will have the Hayes Larks and the Seattle Studs. And a 2-1. That misses low. If you don't get into a strike mentality early, any borderline pitch is going to be difficult to go your way. 3 balls and a strike, and that's exactly where Ritter's at right now. And a 3-1. That is wide, and you're losing. Third walk issued by Ritter here in the 5th. So the Waves have them loaded. Looks like they are going to make a change here. Team USA manager out to make the change. We'll let you know who it is. That'll do it for Shane Ritter. Four and a third innings of work, 1 run. Of course, the runners on will be his responsibility. Can't really close the book on him yet. Did not surrender a base hit. Did walk 5. Actually walked 6. Looks like the Team USA is going to go with a left-hander. Looks like number 22, Cole Campen, will come in. 6 foot, 175-pound left-hander out of Fort Dodge.
For the USA national team, number 22, Cole Campen. Campen now on the mound for the national team.
So they'll call on Campen with a 2-1 lead, bases loaded, 1 out. Try to get out of this inning. He'll face Trevor Beard. And Finn Ocario will come up after that. Campen finishing his warm-up tosses. It's Campen's first appearance in the tournament. And this will bring up the cleanup guy, Trevor Beard. 0 for 1 today. 4 for 8 in the tournament. Beard with an opportunity to tie it up or take the lead right here with a base hit. Rico led it off with a walk and scored. And that's in there for a call strike from Campen. Campen paints the outside corner for strike 1. First baseman up even with the bag. Double play depth in the middle. Third baseman way back. Deep in the outfield and straight away. Good off-speed pitch from Campen. And Beard swings through it and misses. No balls and 2 strikes. And here's the 0-2. That is off the hands to the second baseman, over to short for 1, back to first, and they'll turn it. So Team USA will get the 4-6-3 twin killing and get out of it. Waves get 1. We've played 5. Team USA 2. San Diego 1. We'll be right back.
For 6 generations, this land has provided for this Kansas farmer's family. Now, it also provides affordable, clean energy for Kansas. Watch the full story at weststarenergy.com/clean energy.
Make the most of every single moment. After the game, head to visitwichita.com for all there is to see and do.
And welcome back to Lawrence Dumont Stadium. We go to the top of the sixth, 2-1 Team USA over San Diego. 7, 8, and 9 coming up for Team USA. Jeremiah Wiley out for inning number 3 of work. McCleary, Wietrich, and Bowe scheduled for Team USA. Waves get one back in the bottom of the 5th, and that's where we're at, 2-1. First pitch to McCleary. That is way wide. That'll find the backstop. McCleary 1 for 1 with a run scored in the 4th, and he walked in the 2nd. Well, McCleary is 1 for 1 in the tournament. And here's the 1-0. That is bounced foul. One ball and one strike. Off-speed pitch misses wide from Wiley. 2-1, nobody out, nobody on. Top of 6. And a pitch. That is lifted to right field. Finicario over near the bullpen, and that'll be out of play. Wind just pushed that one out of play. Any other day, that's probably an out. Two balls and 2 strikes. Now to McCleary. McCleary's leading it off here in the top of the 6th. And the pitch. That is bounced to the left side. Calacchio up with it. Over to first. In time. Calacchio very sure-handed over there at shortstop, and that'll be out number 1.
Shortstop number 16, Tanner Wietrich.
And here's Tanner Wietrich. 0 for 1, strikeout in the 2nd, credited with a sacrifice in the 4th. He's 0 for 7. That is bounced down the third base line. And Messina is up with it behind the bag. Strong throw across. And that'll retire Wietrich by an eyelash. Good play by Messina. That was just over the bag. Kind of shades of Brooks Robinson there. 2 outs. And here's the 9-hole man, Mitchell Bowe. Left-handed hitter. He's 2 for 2. That is into center field. Stewart ranging over to his right, and he'll make the play. And the national team goes in order. We're through 5.5. Team USA 2, San Diego 1. We'll be right back.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your cleats.
Stars and third.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your cleats.
If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it.
Back! Let's finish strong!
If you're happy and you know it, clap your cleats.
And welcome back. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 2-1 Team USA over San Diego Waves. Cole Campen will go out and get the baseball for his 2nd inning of work. Looks like we're going to have a new third baseman. We'll let you know who that is in just a moment. If you remember, Campen came in with the bases loaded and got that inning double play. Come out of that one smelling like a rose. And he still leads it 2-1. 5, 6, and 7 for the Waves. Be Finichario, And he'll wear that one. So Vinicario down to first base. Leadoff hit by pitch. And it'll be Dimitri Calaccio. 0 for 2 today. 2 for 9 in the series. See if he may be called on to bunt right here. Maybe a little small ball, tie it up. Third baseman inching in. And that's wide, ball 1. As soon as we get a number on the new third baseman, we'll let you know. Crowell has been replaced at third. Third baseman in on the grass. Shows bunt and takes a strike. Looks like Lorenzo Elion will come in to play third base. He's out of Chicago. And the pitch. Shows bunt and takes another strike. He's in the hole, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Elion will come in for Crowell. Calaccio down on the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes, nobody out. Michael Finicario hit by pitch, and that is bounced to the right side. First baseman steps on it, throws down to shortstop, and able to double up Finicario for out number 2. So Calaccio with a hot 1 hopper to the first baseman Judkins, steps on it and throws a BB to Wheatrick for out number 2. And here's Ross Messina. Couple of key double plays at very opportune times for Team USA in the last couple of innings. Messina 0 for 2, a couple of strikeouts. And that's low. 2 balls and no strikes. 2 outs, nobody on. We're in the bottom of the 6th. Waves trail 2-1. That is swung on and missed. Pretty good change of pace from Cole Campen. And here's the 2-1. That is inside. 3 balls and a strike. And the 3-1 is fouled back. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 8 free passes today issued by Team USA pitching staff. Seven walks and a hit by pitch. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on, and it's high. A 2-out walk for Ross Messina. Looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter here. Looks like it'll be number 23, Jordan Mopas. So Mopaz will hit for Rico. Mopaz hits from the right side out of Honolulu. 5'10", 180-pounder. Pretty good lead over the first. That is in there for a strike. So Mopaz will hit in the 6th. No balls and a strike, 2 outs. Messina down at first base, courtesy of a walk. And the 0-1. That is fouled back. Good hack on that one. Mopaz was on time. 0-2, Campen trying to get out of it here in the bottom of the sixth. And it's high. Control has been an issue for Team USA pitching today. Ball and 2 strikes, Campen with the check of the runner. Here it is. That's wide. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at first base. Team USA clinging to a 2-1 lead. Waves still looking for their first base hit of the ball game. And that is fouled back. Good at bat by Mopaz. And 2-2, Cole Campen trying to get out of it right here. He's been blessed with a couple of double plays. And 2-2. That is in there for a call strike at the letters, and that'll do it. So the Waves will leave one. We've played 6. Team USA 2, San Diego Waves 1. We'll be right back.
Hey, sir, how you doing?
Love you, Coach. Aw.
9 o'clock, you're pitching tomorrow.
And welcome back. We go to the top of the 7th. 2-1 Team USA over the San Diego Waves. It'll be 1, 2, and 3 for the USA national team. Norman, Elion, and Newstrom scheduled. Norman 1 for 2, a walk and a strikeout. Three for 9, stolen base and an RBI in the third. Steps in from the left side. And that's inside. Jeremiah Wiley will be out for inning number 3. He's given up, actually this is inning number 4 for him. He's given up 1 run, and that's low. And the pitch. That's in there for a call strike. Two balls and a strike. Nobody out. We're in the top of 7. Game 2 of 4 today. And a 2-1. That is a 1 hopper to the first baseman Beard. He will take it himself. Step on the bag. And that'll retire Norman. Looks like it will be Kyle Corral. He will stay in the lineup and play third base. Off-speed pitch floats outside, ball 1. Corral 0 for 2 today with a walk and a stolen base. And that's in there for a call strike. Count even now, 1 ball and 1 strike. Activity now in the Team USA bullpen. And that's wide. 2 balls and a strike, 1 out. Team USA leads at 2-1. 5 hits for Team USA, none for the San Diego Waves. That is driven to center field. Stewart back and to his left. Fantastic play on the run by Stewart in center field, and that'll be out number 2. Crowell hit it on the screws, and he'll have nothing to show for it. And with 2 out, here's Robert Newstrom. Newstrom 0 for 3, 3 for 13. A couple of pop-ups and a ground out. Hitless today. First pitch to him from Wiley. Good pitch on the outside corner for strike 1. Good location for Jeremiah Wiley. Looks like Kyle Shemp getting loose down in the Team USA bullpen. That pitch is wide. That'll even it up 1 ball and 1 strike. And that's wide. Good fastball, just missed. 2-1. Looks like Derek Lawrence also getting loose down there. Off-speed pitch. That is a 2-hopper to the first baseman. Beard gets it on the in-between. Will take it himself, and that'll do it. So the USA national team goes in order. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Team USA 2, Waves 1. We'll be right back. Stretch time in Wichita.
Mom, we're gonna be late.
I know.
And welcome back. We go to the home half of the 7th. Waves trail Team USA 2-1. Looks like we're going to have a new arm for Team USA. Looks like number 45, Kyle Shemp, will take over. 6'1", 185-pound left-hander out of Yorkville, Illinois. 9-1 and 2 for the Waves. They're still looking for their first hit. They trail Team USA 2-1. Here's Eli Wisdom. Wisdom, Stewart, and Navigato. First pitch from the left-hander. Shows bunt. Kind of an awkward, kind of a push swing bunt. Not sure how I would describe that. That's strike one. No balls and a strike. That is just missed inside. And leaving it up 1 ball and 1 strike. And here's the 1-1. That is in there. Good strike at the knees. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Eli Wisdom. Wisdom 0 for 1, struck out in the second, walked in the 5th. And that is to the shortstop. He is to his left, backhands it. Strong throw across, and will get Wisdom by a step. Wietrich over to his right, backhands it, and makes a fantastic play. So that's out number 1. Wietrich showing the leather there. 1 out, top of the order. Here's Brandon Stewart. Stewart 0 for 3, reached on an error in the 5th, stole a base. 1 error for Team USA. And that's in there for a called strike right down the middle. Stewart out of Temecula, California. That pitch misses wide. 5'9", 160-pounder. One ball and 1 strike. That is high. 2-1. 1 out, nobody on. We're in the bottom of the 7th. Game 2 of 4 today. Last day of pool play. Championship starts tomorrow. That is fisted foul down the left side. Third base coach with a pretty good foot save. And here's the 2-2 to the leadoff man. That is driven to center. Norman coming in and will make the play. That'll be 2 outs. Stewart got that one in on his hands a little bit. And here's Luke Navigato with 2 outs. 0 for 3 today. Struck out in the 5th. A couple of bounce out in the 1st and the 3rd. Steps in. That is driven to center. Norman a few steps in, and he's camped and makes the play. So San Diego goes in order in the 7th, and we've played 7. Team USA 2, San Diego 1. We'll be right back. And welcome back. We go to the top of the 8th. Team USA 2, San Diego 1. New arm for the San Diego Waves. Looks like they're going to go with number 22, Jerry Kimata. 5'10", 180-pounder out of Upland, California. He will come in to try to hold Team USA right where they're at. 6 out left. San Diego running out of time. It'll be 4, 5, and 6 for the USA national team. It'll be Cropley, Judkins, and Hoig. Here's Tyler Cropley. First pitch from Kimata. That is high and away, ball 1. Cropley 0 for 2 with a walk, struck out in the 5th, bounced out in the 2nd. And that pitch is driven to right field. Finacharo over and makes the play just before the warning track. Good route by Finichario, and that's out number 1. Getting to be a tough sun field out there. Anything on the right side of the field is going to be an adventure. 1 out. Here's Grant Judkins. Judkins 1 for 3. He is 2 for 13, and he takes a strike. Judkins out of Pello, Iowa. Left-handed hitter, open stance. And the pitch from Kimata. That is wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And here's the 1-1. That's in there. Good strike on the outside corner. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Pretty good location from Kimata. Ball and 2 strikes, 1 out. That is squirted foul down the right side. Some activity in Team USA bullpen. Nothing going on in the San Diego pen. Derek Lawrence continues to get loose. That is bounced to the right side. Big hop for Beard. Flips to the pitcher, low. And Kimata unable to hang on. And Judkins down there with an error. So Judkins will reach with 1 out. Here's Matt Hoig. Hoig 0 for 3. Struck out in the 2nd, flew out in the 3rd, and bounced out in the 5th to the left side. Umpire down to talk to the third base coach. Not sure what they're talking about. Looks like we're going to have a pinch runner. Looks like number 6 will run. Looks like Justin Jenkins out of Terre Haute will come in to run.
First base will be number 6, Justin Jenkins.
5'10", 196-pounder. He will come in to run for Judkins. Jenkins for Judkins. How long before I foul that up again? Team USA looking for a little bit of insurance here in the top of the 8th. 1 out. They lead it 2-1. Pretty good lead over there by Jenkins. And the first pitch to Hoig. That is low, ball 1. Hoig out of Waukee, Iowa. Trying to keep things going right here. Cropley led it off. Flying out to right center. And that's wide, ball 2. Very good outfield play in this tournament. A lot of good routes to the baseball, good anticipation, a lot of good instincts in this tournament. Here's the 2-0, and that's swung through and missed. Good hack by Matt Hoig. Hoig with a couple of doubles in the tournament. And here's the 2-1. That's a one hopper to the second baseman. Thompson over to short for one, back to first. Not in time. Good play by Thompson. That ball was scorched. Got it on the short hop. Flip to Calaccio. And Hoig runs well, and that's out number 2. So Hoig beats it out. He will reach on the fielder's choice. Jenkins will be forced at second for out number 2. Here's Brett McCleary. First pitch swinging and swings through it. Strike 1. We'll have the Hayes Larks and the Seattle Studs up next. Denning Gehrig will have that one for you. And that is bounced to the left side. Messina has to wait on the big hop. He's up with it over to first. And that'll do it for the USA national team. They will strand one. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Team USA 2, San Diego 1. We'll be right back.
For every celebration, for every 6 a.m. wake-up call, for every heartache, for every homecoming, for every home, there is York. Environmentally responsible and technologically advanced to provide the optimal home environment while keeping you connected. Life by You. Comfort by York.
And welcome back. We go to the home half of the 8th. San Diego running out of time. They trail it 2-1 to Team USA. 3, 4, and 5 scheduled for the Waves. It'll be Thompson, Beard, and Finiciario. Kyle Shemp will get the baseball for inning number 2. He came in the 7th. He got the Waves in order. Here's Jake Thompson. Thompson 0 for 2 with a walk. And he takes the first pitch wide, ball 1. Waves looking for their first hit. We're in the bottom of the 8th. And that is wide. Two balls and no strikes to Jake Thompson. Here it is. That's wide again. 3 straight balls issued from Kyle Shemp. Thompson out of Albert Lee, Minnesota. See if Shemp can get healthy. That's a good fastball on the outside corner, strike 1. 3 balls and a strike. Thompson hitless in the tournament. 0 for 1 today. That is high. And that'll be the 3rd walk issued to Jake Thompson. So the Waves have the tying run at first base. This will bring up Trevor Beard. Looks like we're going to have a visit with the manager from Team USA. Looks like Shemp will be lifted. Ninth walk issued in the afternoon by Team USA. We'll let you know who the new arm's going to be for Team USA. Shemp goes one inning. Runner at first base will be his responsibility. Looks like they will go with number 10, Derek Lawrence, 6'6", 248 out of Cascade, Iowa. He'll come in to try to slow things down. So the right-hander Derek Lawrence will come in, try to salvage the win. Leadoff runner is on, courtesy of a leadoff walk to Jake Thompson. San Diego hitting .333 in the tournament. That's likely to go down after today. San Diego 2-0 in the tournament. They will be playing tomorrow. Times to be determined. Wind continues to howl out of the north. Not exactly howl, 10 to 12 mile an hour. 2 runs, 5 hits, an error for Team USA. 1 run, no hits, and an error for the Waves. Waves got their only run in the 5th, courtesy of a leadoff walk to Jake Rico. Eli Wisdom walked behind him. Wild pitch and a stolen base. And a bounce out to the right side by Jake Thompson. And that's where you're at. Team USA 2, Waves 1. And here's Trevor Beard. Beard 0 for 2, a couple of bounce outs. One to the right side, one to the left side. And the pitch. Kind of an excuse me swing. Fielded by nobody. That will be hit number 1. Pitcher Derek Lawrence come in. Looks like there was some communication between him and Cropley. Lawrence ducked down thinking Cropley was going to field it. And that'll be the first hit of the baseball game. And it'll go to Trevor Beard, an infield variety. Thompson down to second. Beard at first. And here's Michael Finichario. Steps in from the left side. He's 0 for 1, hit by pitch and a walk. So 9 walks and a hit by pitch issued by Team USA. Shows bunt and takes a pitch low. Ball 1. Tying run at second base. Go ahead run over at first. Team USA trying to hang on to a 2-1 lead. Nobody out. We're in the bottom half of the 8th. Leadoff walk to Thompson. Base hit by Beard. And you're all up to date. 1-0. That is bunted back to the pitcher. Lawrence up with it over to first and gets Finicario by an eyelash. 1 out. Everybody moves up 90 feet, second and third now. So credit Finicario with a sacrifice. And here's Dimitri Calaccio. 0 for 3 today. And we're going to have a timing issue. 1 ball. Looks like the pitcher, Derek Lawrence, not ready to go. So he'll be assessed a 1 ball penalty. Second and third. First pitch to Calaccio is in there for a call strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Grant Leonard getting loose in the USA bullpen, second and third. Swung on and missed. Good hack at that one by Dimitri Calaccio. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. That is driven down the right field, foul. That'll be in the beer garden.
And foul ball is brought to you by Aegis Group. For all your insurance groups, call Aegis or visit AegisGroupProtects.com.
1 and 2, 1 out. Calaccio trying to get something to the right side. Corners are up, and they're halfway in the middle. And that is driven down the right field, foul. Ball and 2 strikes. Derek Lawrence trying to get out of it. He took over for Shemp. And the pitch, that's wide. Count even out, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it is. Off-speed pitch, that is to the right side, and that'll get the run home. And we're all tied up. Good piece of hitting there by Dimitri Calaccio, something to the right side. He credited with an RBI. And we're all tied up. Beard stayed at second base. And we're 2 outs now. Here is Ross Messina. And close the book on Kyle Shemp. Neither win nor loss for him. And the first pitch to Messina, that gets away. That'll be a wild pitch. And Beard down to third. Well, just like that, the winning run is at third base, or the go-ahead run. Ball and no strikes to Messina. 0 for 2 today. That is down the right side. That'll be out of play. Messina, a couple of strikeouts and a walk. Messina out of Kansas City, 6'1", 175-pounder, trying to get a base hit right here, keep things going, and put his club ahead. That is fisted foul. That was off the hands. Ball and 2 strikes. Jake Thompson led it off with a leadoff walk and eventually scored. Base hit by Trevor Beard. That is into left field, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that'll be an RBI for Messina and a base hit. So Beard will score. And the Waves take the lead for the first time today, 3-2. So a little bit of timely hitting combined with some free passes have kind of done the USA team in here in the bottom of the 8th. Here is Jordan Mopas. He came in the 6th and struck out. Mopas out of Honolulu. Be up to him to keep it going. He swings through it and misses. That's strike 1. It's a game of inches, and that's kind of how it's been today. No balls and a strike. A lot of room in right center. That is fisted to the shortstop. Wietrich up with it, over to first in time. And the Waves get a couple. They now lead 3-2. They left one. We go to the ninth. Waves 3, Team USA 2. We'll be right back.
1, 2, 3, 35, 36, 37, 58, 59, 60.
And welcome back. We go to the top of the ninth. Team USA finds themselves down 3-2. San Diego Waves gets 1 in the 5th, 2 in the bottom of the 8th. And we have a 3-2 score. 8, 9, and 1 expected for the USA national team. Looks like a pinch hitter. Looks like it'll be Lorenzo Elion will come on. And he'll take a strike from Jerry Kamada. Kamada out there with a chance to pick up a victory. And that is bounced foul. So Elion in the hole. Lorenzo, 5'11", 185-pounder out of Chicago. And the 0-2. That's a soft liner to the first baseman, Beard, ranging to his right, and he'll gobble that one up for out number 2. 1 out now. Here is Mitchell Bowe. Bowe 2 for 3 today, a run scored. Popped out to the center fielder in the 6th. First pitch to him, shows bunt, and takes a strike. A lot of room in left center. They play him near the line. That is fouled back. Bowe in a hole, 0-2. Team USA trails the San Diego Waves 3-2. And that is bounced to the left side. Calaccio up with it over to first in time. Calaccio very sure-handed over there. That's out number 2. So the USA national team down to their final out. We're in the top of the 9th. They trail it 3-2. Waves get a couple of hits in the 8th. Break up the combined no-hitter by Brady Stover, Jeremiah Wiley, and correction, that would have been Shane Ritter, Cole Camp, and Kyle Shemp. That is low, ball 1. Top of the order now, here's Ben Norman. Be up to Norman to keep things going. He's 1 for 3 with a walk, and that's in there for a strike on the outside corner. That evens the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. Norman was credited with an RBI in the 3rd. And the pitch shows bunt, and that's bunted foul. We'll have the Hayes Larks and the Seattle Studs about 7 o'clock. Denning Garrick will have that one for you. Then the Patriots and the Heat in the nightcap. 1 ball and 2 strikes. That misses low. Count even now, 2-2. Elion led it off, lining out to the first baseman. Bo bounced out to Wietrich. Bo bounced out to the shortstop. 2 outs. It's up to Norman to keep things going. Team USA trail the Waves 3-2. That is in the dirt. That got a piece of the catcher. That'll be Trevor Beard back there. That got a piece of him. Umpire's going to take a walk. Let Trevor try to shake this one off. Looks like he's ready to go. San Diego manager out to check on him. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Norman trying to keep things going right here. And the 3-2. That just missed inside. So the tying run is aboard with 2 outs. So the USA team not going away quietly. This will bring up the shortstop, Kyle Crowell. 0 for 3. First pitch swinging, that is driven to right field. And Finichario is over there, and he'll haul it in, and that'll do it. So here's your numbers for Team USA. 2 runs, 5 hits, 2 errors. And for the San Diego Waves, 3 runs, 2 hits, 1 error. Winning pitcher is Jerry Kimata, and the loss will go to Derek Lawrence. Team USA goes to 0-3, Waves 3-0. We appreciate the work that Team USA did in coming in here, and we wish the Waves good luck as they continue. For Chris, Jack, and Vic, I'm Todd Hook signing off for now. We will see you later.